Hey boys and girls, the Junkman here with a very important video. Boy, I tell y'all, this is going to be the second one that I've brought to you all about IPTV and how shady it can be. And in this video, I'm talking about this puppy right here. The vSeeBox. Let me see here, get it where y'all can see it there. The vSeeBox. Man, you talk about some illegal crap. Here's the deal. First of all, if you don't know anything about IPTV, if you look at the price of what they charging for this box, and it's illegal. When you first turn it on and set it up, there's this huge disclaimer that basically says, if you use this, it's illegal. If you use this, it's on you. We told you that it's illegal, but if you decide to use it, it's on you. They word it, of course they don't word it that way, but that's basically what it's saying. The way they word it, people just and go right past it. But they're trying to absolve themselves from any legal ramifications is what they're trying to do. And then the second thing is, you can't buy the box directly from them. You have to get it through some reseller. If you go to their website, let me see if the website's on the box. I don't see it on the box, but all you gotta do is do a Google search for vSeeBox, vSeebox box, and go there. Or do a Google search for it. You'll find their website. Then try to find the price for the box. Good luck with that, because they don't sell direct, because they know it's illegal. They know it's illegal, so that's why they don't sell it to you direct. You got to go through a third party. They're trying to put that blame off on somebody else. Hey, we didn't have anything to do with that. Now, here's another thing. Oh, well, let me give you a general ballpark of what they want for this thing. It's like $350 to $400 for this box. Now, here is the problem with that, because I have an electronic engineering degree. I went to school, to show you how long ago it was. I wanted to know how to repair TVs and VCRs. Well, we don't have any more VCRs, and TVs are gutless wonders now. I mean, it's like one little tiny circuit board in there, and heck, you just throw it in the garbage and get another board, put it in there, and your TV's fixed. But when I was doing that, TVs were huge. They had cathode ray tubes in them big giant things. That's why the TV was so big. And repairing them, first of all, you have to discharge that tube before you get to sticking your hands around in there, because the daggone tube could discharge and kill you. That's how dangerous they were. But every part of the TV, every circuit was separate. The horizontal picture was a circuit. It was a separate circuit. The vertical, separate. So everything was separate. TVs were freaking, you had to know what you was doing to repair them. And that's what I wanted to do. When I was in school. And I ended up, while I was in school, getting a temporary job at Motorola. And what my job was, every morning, we would come in. UPS carried, just dropped the sign-in screen. UPS carried these clipboards back then. Look how big this thing is. It's huge. And sign-in back in there. It goes this way. So my job was to take this. It was a bunch of us temps, was to take all the screws out of the back of this thing. And there's like 16 screws. And we, on a slow day, would get 350 of these things in. We would have to, they come in at 5 a.m. We would have to get them disassembled, repair them, get them reassembled, and shipped back to UPS by 3 p.m. that day, same day. We have to turn these. During the wintertime, we would get, on a bad day, 1,500 of them. It was crazy. But this is what I ended up working on. And when you look inside this thing, oh golly, when am I tearing it up? When you look inside this thing at this board, this is what my degree was in. Let me see if I can show this. My camera's trying to follow. But my degree was in repairing every little discrete component on this board. I had big giant schematics where I could trace it down and figure out what was what and replace it. I mean, down to the IC level, the integrated circuit chips. And that's what I did. So my experience in this is deep. And so when I got this box from VC Peoples, whoever, I tried asking questions and everything, and they got upset with me. So they turned the box off. That is one of the things they can do. Now, imagine you paid $350 for this thing, and they turn it off on you. You screwed. What? It ain't like you're going to get your money back. You screwed. You out of $350. And it's supposed to be lifetime? No. You done. Toast. So with the degree I have, I said, watch this. So what I did was I took this puppy apart. And I got in here, because that's what I do. And I looked up this motherboard. I looked it up because I know that I can look up every chip on this thing. I know I can get those chips. And I have all of the equipment from my time at Motorola to remove anything on this board. I have everything I need in the house. Took some of that stuff with me when I left. And so I can repair anything on this, especially if I had a schematic. Well, I don't have a schematic to this. So what I did was I started Googling the chips, because I knew that if I found the ROM chip, the read-only memory chip that contains the program that boots this thing up, all I had to do was find that chip and reset it. Once I reset it, that puppy's mine. I can use it just like a regular box. Well, before I did that, I Googled this motherboard. And when I Googled the motherboard, guess what it came back? $350. $350 now for that box. I Googled it, and guess what it came back? A T95 on Amazon. $30. $30 on Amazon. T95. Y'all paying $350 for a box that's worth $30. On top of that, this same motherboard is used in multiple IPTV boxes. They charge you $350 for this thing. This garbage. You know, it ain't even decent like some of the B-Links out there. I mean, it's a basic box. I mean, this box will do pretty much everything you need it to do. But y'all paying that money, and then that's just for the box. I forget what other charges come with it. But here's the deal. I did the math. You can get an IPTV service for, say, let's say $15 a month. If you were to get a T95 and bought a service for $15, for example, you would be paying what you pay for this VC crap is equivalent to 23 months of TV. 23 months. That's 2 years, man. That's 2 years. And the thing about it is, with this VC garbage, you stuck with what they have to offer. You are stuck with, they can control your box. They can turn it off if they want to. You stuck with whatever they have to offer. Whereas if you get your own box and program it, and it's real easy to do for those of you who don't know, if you were to do that, the amount of money that you would save, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. This garbage, oh man, I swear, for those of you, if you are lucky enough, if you're doing some research on this box and you are lucky enough to come across this video first, thank your lucky stars, because Junkman has saved you big time. And like I said, the thing about it, it comes with a disclaimer when you first plug it up and turn it on, and it tells you, hey, you know, this ain't legal. Basically, in a nutshell, this ain't legal. And if you decide to use it, that's on you. We warned you. That's on you. So that's man, this is, oh man, that's some garbage, boy. That's some garbage. So this is a warning for all of you all. I know times are tight. You know, economy ain't gonna be great right now with all this tariffs and stuff going on. Everything's gonna go up. You know, cable's already high as all get out as it is. But there is a way to use one of these legally. This is equivalent to a smart TV without a screen. If you had a dumb TV and you plugged one of these up to it, you now have a smart TV, because your dumb TV, the screen becomes what this will show. And then with this, you can download all manner of legal apps to it, like Pluto TV. That's one that I like watching because it shows a lot of TV from when I was growing up. So it's nice to go back and watch old episodes of Lost in Space and stuff like that, Gunsmoke, all the TV shows that us old people like. So you young cats might, I don't know, y'all might like it, you know. But you can use one of those boxes for that. Now, it's this box, these boxes are basically computers. Oh man, they're lousy computers. They're slow as I'll get out. Some of them are better than others. But I could install Word on there, write a Word document. You can hook a keyboard up to it. You can hook a wireless keyboard up to it. Every time I program one of these boxes, I use a wireless keyboard. You can hook a mouse to it. You can get a remote that has a mouse and use it with it. This remote here works with my Android box. It works like a Wii as far as the mouse is concerned. And it has a QWERTY keyboard on the back of it. Come on, y'all. Y'all got to get smart with this stuff. You can't be falling for this garbage. $300-400 for this crap. And then, like I said, if they turn it off, you up a ship without a paddle. Now, because of what I know about electronics, I found the chip that has the programming in it, and then I looked up the data sheet on that chip, found out which pin I need to short the ground to erase all the data. Bam. Now the box is mine. It works. I ain't even gonna waste my time showing y'all that, because the box is garbage anyway. You don't need that stuff. So this video, if you thinking about going with this garbage right here, the Junkman's here to tell you, you don't want to go this route. You don't want to pay all that money. If you broke college student, been there, done that. Like I said, you get on Amazon, get you one of these bad boys right here, $2.95s. And you can use it legally. Like I said, you can download all kinds of apps to that. Like maybe you don't have a TV. Maybe all you have is a computer screen. Well, you can hook one of these to your computer screen, and your computer screen becomes a TV. And you can sit there and watch TV all you want to. Like I said, there's tons of apps that you can download for free. And you could use it legally, instead of that vSeeBox crap and mess around, because they can, you know, your data can be tracked. I remember a couple of years ago, a whole lot of people got notices that were running at IPTV, and people were getting sued by the, you know, your money ain't gonna fight CBS, ABC, you know, NBC. Your money ain't gonna fight them, ESPN. So you don't want to get caught up in that mess. So stay away at all costs from this crap. I got another video on my channel of another one. These services, there's a bunch of them out there. They got all these boxes, but I got another video on another one that's just like this. This scam they running, where you paying all this money. I mean, and they got you too. They got all your money up front. If they lose you as a customer, they don't care. They got 2 years worth of money out of you, and they could care less, you know. And then what'll happen is they'll probably go belly up in no time, and then come out with another box. Cause all they doing, if the motherboard in this thing that you're paying $350 for is the same motherboard that's in one that costs $30, y'all see the stupidity in this. That is stupid. That is major stupid. So don't get caught up in this crap. These things are garbage. These plans where you, free TV for the rest of your life. You got to stay in business for the rest of your life. It ain't going to happen. They always get shut down. At least if you're paying $15 a month, you can go to a new service. If they shut your stuff off on day 20 of the month, so you lost 10 days. You know, you can start up with a new one, and you just lost, what, $5 or so, whatever. You know, but, oh, God, do not subscribe to this crap. Do not subscribe to this crap. It is garbage. I mean, it is garbage. So, Junkman, saving you all. This is like a public service announcement, a PSA. Don't get caught up in this crap, man. If you have any questions, I'm gonna post this video on a couple of forums because, man, y'all need to know about this stuff that's out there. And like I said, people having rough times. You know, money's tight. You know, you get suckered into some of this stuff, so I'm trying to help as many folks out as possible. You know, luckily for me, the stuff I look at on TV, like I didn't hardly ever watch a movie. I never have time to sit down and watch a movie. I'd be looking at cops from the 80s, back when I was in law enforcement, seeing old mess like that. One time I saw a guy I was in the Marines with, he was my damn squad leader. It cracked me up to see him in Vegas, of all places. But, yeah, so a lot of the stuff TV I watch is old Jackie Gleason and Gunsmoke and stuff like that. So, you know, Pluto TV, there's a free one for you that I would recommend. Free TV, and in the news apps, they let you watch them for free. So if you got a dumb TV or you just got a monitor, a computer monitor, you can plug one of these up to it and make it a smart TV. This is the smart part of a TV. So this is a TV. It just don't have a screen on it. That's the only difference. You just add the screen. So don't fall for the garbage. I can't say that enough times. And be careful. Any of these where you pay one time and that was just a one-time cost, stay away from those. Because like I said, once they go belly up, so much for your lifetime free TV, and they gonna go belly up because they always end up getting busted. They always do. So it's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. All right. This is the Junkman, keeping y'all safe out there. Shining out.